Hi guys, so today's video is about these babies here, which are the lightening and darkening shade adjusting drops by the Body Shop. It's mainly used for foundations, so if you have a foundation colour that's either too light or too dark, adding a drop of these will try and help adjust it to your colour. So this darker one is perfect for when you're going on holiday, especially if it's a warm one and you know you're going to pick up a bit of colour. All you do is when you are bronzed, just add a drop of this to your liquid foundation, or 2 drops depending on how dark you go, and then put it on, and it should help to just add that tiny bit of darkness to your foundation to match your skin colour at the time, and it just helps you so that you don't have to buy another foundation colour. So it's perfect for that, and this one is good for the winter times. Generally in the winter we all tend to change a bit of skin colour, go a little bit lighter. This can help with that. But not only that, this one I also use to add on into my foundation to highlight these areas here, my normal highlighting points. This one can also be used for the contour, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, using these as my highlight and contour shades mixed in with my foundation. So if you want to see these drops in use, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up if you like this video, and also share it. Okay, so I've done my top part of my eye makeup, my brows, and I've also put my foundation on. For reference, I've used the MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NC 43.5. And then what I'm going to do is work on my highlighting points, which are under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and just under the area where I would normally contour. And what I'm going to do is add a few drops of this to my foundation. You can make it as light as you want it, how you would normally use for the lightening areas. So I'm just creating like an upside down triangle shape under my eyes, and then just the same for the other eye. Then just going to go down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead as well, and then now just under the areas where I would normally contour. So I'm just going to go in with my damp Beauty Blender sponge just to blend all that out. Make sure you use like a patting motion rather than a sweeping one, just because you don't want to take away the product, you just want to dab it and blend it. Also push the product into your skin just so that it lasts longer as well. So that's the highlighting bits done, and now all I'm going to do is add the darker drops into my foundation now and literally use it for my contour, which is this area here, down the sides of my nose, also the tip of my nose, along my forehead, and on my chin as well. With the darker shade, if you wanted a darker contour, you could literally just use the drops on their own without blending it into your foundation, but I didn't want to go too dark this time with my contour, so that's why I didn't do it, but otherwise I would. So then I'm going to blend this out now with the same Beauty Blender sponge. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go in and use the Kick-Ass Setting Powder by Soap & Glory and use my Morphe E3 brush just to go and set in all the areas that I highlighted. This is just so that these areas don't crease, especially under the eyes. Also, don't be afraid if you do use a lot more powder in these areas. It actually will help bake the areas, so you can always sweep it off afterwards, so don't panic if you do notice more powder. For my contour powder, I'm using my Sleek palette in the shade Medium, and I'm using the Real Techniques brush for that. Always make sure that whenever you are using a liquid or cream based product, for it to last longer, it's always good to set it with a powder. Now it can be just a translucent powder or a powder like this, like a darker powder for contouring and a lighter one for your highlight as well. Finally on my forehead. And then all I'm doing is going in with my powder foundation, which is the NC 43.5, and using a large foundation brush. I'm just going in, tap off all the excess product, and just blending out any harsh lines. Really lightly. You don't want to put too much of the product on, because otherwise it's just going to defeat the purpose of doing this. But it's just to blend away any harsh lines. For my blush, I'm going in with the MAC blush in the shade Ripe Peach, which is one of the limited edition blushes. Tiny bit more. This is just like a light sort of summery spring colour, so I just thought of getting this back out again, purely because I'm so excited about the spring summer collections now. For my highlighter, I'm going in with this Laura Geller Baked Illuminator in the shade Gilded Honey, and I'm using my Morphe M50 brush for this. This is one of my new favourite techniques, using this brush. Even though I like a heavy highlight, sometimes you don't always want to go really bold with the highlight, so this works really well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just finish up under my eyes, put my lashes on, and then choose a lip colour. So there you have it, guys. This is how I highlight and contour whenever I use my shade adjusting drops by The Body Shop. Hope you guys liked it. For reference, the lashes that I used were the Eldora false lashes in the shape H155. These are just really natural eyelashes. You can't even tell that I've got them on, so that's why I really like that one. And for my lips, I used the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip Colour in the shade Clueless. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at Beauty by Binita, and also Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat, Be Beautiful by Binita. I'll see you guys soon.